Now I am back inside of my house and I am ready to play a game. I thought it would be fun to play a pretend neighborhood go to the grocery store game. And I'm going to use the different signs on the map that I use to go through my neighborhood to help me think of what I need to play my game. I think the most important thing I need are some roads to walk on. I found this old bag here, and I thought it would be good if I could use some scissors and cut out different strips of paper to be the road. So I'm going to do that right now. I can use this to make the road that I walked on. Take a look. It has that cross, just like the road that we walked down did. I cut out 2 more strips of paper that we can use for that fork in the road by the park. We weren't quite sure what the right way to go was, but that map helped us. Now we have the shape of the roads of my neighborhood. Next, I'm going to add that stop sign that we walked by. To make a stop sign, I start off with a piece of square paper, and then I draw lines on it just like this, right below each of the 4 corners. I'm going to use these lines to tell me where to cut. So I use scissors and cut where the lines are. And when I do that, we get a perfect, well, not perfect, but pretty good stop sign shape. A stop sign has 8 sides to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to write the word stop on it because stop signs say the word stop on it. Stop is spelled S-T-O and then P. Stop. The last thing I'm going to do is color it red and then add it to my neighborhood. Now I am going to think about how I can add a park to my neighborhood. I found a book with a picture of a tree on the front. And that was just like the sign I used in my map for the park. So I am going to use this book as a sign for my pretend park. So we put the stop sign right here in the intersection of the 2 roads, and the park was over here next to the different rows where I wasn't sure which way to go down. Now the last thing we need to do is add the grocery store with the letter A on it. Check out this cool cardboard box I found. This would be perfect for pretending to be a building. I'm going to pretend that this box is a grocery store, and I'm going to use a sign to help me remember that in my game. So I drew a big letter A, just like the grocery store in my neighborhood has. And I'm going to use some tape to attach that letter A to my cardboard box. Now there's lots of different ways that you could make a sign for a grocery store building. There we go. I made a couple others just to show you. One way is that you can draw a picture of what would be inside. I drew a picture of an apple because apples are something that you find inside of a grocery store. You can also write the word grocery store on a piece of, ooh, that's upside down. Grocery store on a piece of paper and put that on your building as well. Now, if you don't know how to write the words grocery store, you could ask a grown-up, or if you have an older brother or sister in your house, they might be able to help you too. So now we have our grocery store inside of our neighborhood, and I think we're ready to play a really exciting neighborhood grocery store game. I'm going to show you how I like to play those sorts of games. This is my friend, Birdie the Bird. Hi, everybody. I need to go to the grocery store, but I don't know how to get to the grocery store. Oh, well, don't worry, Birdie the Bird. I'll help you draw a map. Okay, Birdie the Bird. I'm going to draw a map of the neighborhood. The first part I'm going to draw is this cross right here. that shape is a cross or a plus sign or a lowercase t. So I'm going to start there. Draw a long line this way for a road and a long line up this way for a road to make the cross. And I know that there's a stop sign at that road. So I'm going to use a red marker and some scribbles so that you know where the stop sign is. The stop sign is right there in the middle. Notice I'm not drawing a whole entire stop sign. That's okay. This is just a sign to help us remember. After you go past the stop sign, you will enter the fork in the road. You have to decide if you want to go up over the park or down below the park. So the road goes like this. And there's a park in the middle, so right here. So I'm going to draw some green for a grassy park. There we go. So which way does Birdie the Bird need to go? I remember in my neighborhood, the supermarket, the grocery store was lower on the map, was below the park. So that's where I am going to draw the letter A, where that grocery store was. In case Birdie the Bird doesn't know about the letter A, I'll draw that apple too. So that Birdie the Bird knows that if they see an apple, then that is where the grocery store is. So they start over here. Birdie the Bird will go to the stop sign, keep walking past the stop sign, and then go down to get to the grocery store at the bottom. Okay, Birdie the Bird, now you have a map to help you know where to go. So now you should be able to get to the grocery store. You ready? Okay, I'll give it a try. First, I'm going to walk down the street like this. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, I see the stop sign. Need to look both ways. No cars coming. So I can keep walking. Doop, boop, 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 boop. Uh-oh, I'm at the park, but I don't remember which way to go. If I look at my map, I remember to go down below the park. So I'm going to go down this way. Doot, 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 doot. Whoa, what a tall building. Hey, I see the letter A and I see an apple. That tells me I must be at the grocery store. I'm going to go inside and get some groceries. Doot, 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 doot. Oh, look at this delicious orange that I got at the grocery store. Okay, I'm going to walk back now. Boop, 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 past the park. Boop, 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 past the stop sign, and all the way back home. In today's video, we used a map to help us figure out how to get to the grocery store in my neighborhood, and we used signs to check off where we were on the map along the way. Then we took those ideas about maps and signs and used them to create our own neighborhood here inside of my house. And then we helped Birdie the Bird go to our pretend grocery store by using a map and looking out for the signs and the pretend buildings and streets that we made. So I challenge you to think of a way that you could add a map or a sign to your game. You could build a big block tower and write a sign to tell us what that block tower is, or you can draw a map of a pretend play space that you create. If you come up with a really cool idea, please ask a grown-up to help send that to either me, Mr. Allen, or Miss Charon, or Miss Bird, or Miss Yetter, any of the Green Room teachers, and we'll put it on our website for other people to see. Friends, thank you again for watching my video today. Families, thank you for everything that you do. It's so good to see you all, and we will see each other soon. Bye, everybody.